All right. So this is on chapter 17, and this is the call to action. Where are the young kings who are willing to stand up and say, enough is enough, and mean it? We wear our loved ones' faces on our white tees and shed mad tears at their funerals. But then what? When will the violence stop? When will we stop killing one another? When will they stop killing us? Countless young black lives are lost daily in cities across America, and little is being done to stop it. I want to encourage you to stand for what's right. All money ain't good money. Show love with your words, and love will find its way to you. Do not give up or make forever decisions based on temporary circumstances. Trouble doesn't last always. This too shall pass. You are a young king, my friend, of a royal bloodline. Arise in this world and take your place. Treat our queens with the utmost respect. They definitely deserve it. They are the reason we have entry into this earth. Even under stress, you don't have the right to demean a young lady and call her out of her name. Yes, I am aware that many of the songs you listen to and many young ladies even demean themselves, but you shouldn't join the party. Don't diminish your value in the process. It's time to focus on yourself and get to a place in life where you determine that no matter the circumstances, you're going to try your absolute best to be the most authentic young king the world needs. It's obvious that there are many people who look at our blackness as scary and threatening rather than beautiful and empowering. Young king, that is who we are. Our families have endured pain generation after generation. Now we have put muzzles over our minds and eyes, and our lives have become a blur. Life is here, and before you know it, it will be over. How you live your life from this point on is what matters the most for your future. When you die, what will they say about you? Will your legacy reflect your royal kingship? Did you help build the world up, or did you help tear it down? Did you stand against injustice, or did you merge with the masses? Who are you to the world? To my older kings, how many of us will stand arm in arm with young black men across America? How many of us will embrace them and look them in their eyes to tell them they are indeed loved and very much needed? We must give our young kings complete logical instruction about dealing with the daily encounters they face. Communication with adults and people of authority, such as police officers, has fallen by the wayside because nobody wants to be told what to do. The perception of one who wants to fight back will always paint the picture of being disrespectful instead of people calling you a shining example of a young king worthy of leading others. Think about every time someone let you down as you were growing up. Remember the suffocating feeling that permeated your entire existence, leaving you in a pile of your own broken heart? Don't do that to our young kings who have been brought into your life for safekeeping. Our young kings are in a fight for their lives each minute of every day. One decision they make has the potential to derail their entire purpose. If you want to start the process of standing with our young kings, don't abandon them. Don't destroy their kingship by mishandling your responsibilities to stand. Consistency is key when trying to break through to the heart of our young kings. You must listen to their voices and get an understanding of how they operate on all levels. Get clarity on what causes their thought processes and what drives their emotions. Figure out what type of responses are caused by their world, insight, and knowledge they currently possess. Yes, this is going to require a life's work. But if someone would have put the same work and time into learning and understanding you while you were a young king, life would have been different. Many of the burdens you still deal with could have been dealt with years ago if you'd only had a little extra love and attention in your life. Let's do something different. Make a vow that we will not repeat and pass the same cycles of brokenness to our next generation of young kings. It was done to far too many of us while we were growing up. We were often left hanging in the balance, with our tears running down the skin on our faces. We searched for answers of why we were always being lied to. We wondered if anyone unconditionally loved us. If you can take the lessons you learned during your young kingship and sow that knowledge back into the hearts of the lost and broken young kings, You will have a rebirth in your own heart. You have the opportunity to get what you never received. You have the chance to be to someone else the very person you've always needed for your own life. This is how we evoke great change in the hearts of our young kings. Always be present, no matter what the day may bring or what they may say that to you that may trigger something within you. There's a great hurt that lives in so many of our young kings' hearts. They don't know how to bring expression to their pain. Thinking you can simply show up and get right into the center of their existence based on your experience isn't going to happen. The hurt and apprehension to trust doesn't get locked into one's soul in one season. So the magnitude of silent hurt living within someone can cause most to build walls, which seem impossible to scale in the beginning. However, this is not the time to give up on our young kings. The same young king who you take a stand for today will one day have a rightful place designed just for you in their library of hope and restoration, all because you came, stayed, loved, and didn't abandon the assignment. Never leave their side. Even old kings desire the love and encouragement they never received. Kings from the north, south, east, and west can all stand on one accord and hold our young kings up because this is our call. Let's arise and help them polish their crowns. Let's establish in them who they are for our world. We are implementing true grassroots change. We are more than capable to shift the power and insight of the minds of the ones who have felt totally abandoned, alone, misunderstood, and unloved. Kings, arise. Take your stand.
Powerful. I'm speechless. And to have this brother who's my elder and this brother that's my junior and how it connects.
It's not an accident.
Not accident.
I said it again. I didn't plan. This was not a plan. We did a little bit of planning today. So it's not an accident. I hope I heard you. I hope you heard me. I hope Mikael heard us both. Mikael and I had a conversation. I heard him. What did I tell you today, Mikael? I said, I can't reach you. I don't feel you. You got a wall, and you said to me, you can't just reach through that wall. Is that? Mm-hmm. So all we got to do is be here with one another and listen and hear and feel what's happening. That it's not an accident. We have tonight, for me, I'm launching my experience as Detroit's artist and scholar in residence for the next 5 years. That's what I'm doing. I'm serving my hometown for the first time in my 80-year of living. The first time I've taken aim at the city. And you've affirmed it. Wow. Right there. That we're reaching across the generations. Yes, sir. Have you felt something that I've said? I felt I had to pick up the book to read along with it. Yeah. I understand. Yes. This is bigger than either of us could have envisioned. You're Detroit.
I've been here for 16 years.
Yeah, yes. So you're Detroit, and you're here. And we're getting ready to take part in the journey in Detroit. And that's what we're talking about. Reaching across the divide. Reaching through we're talking about, I'm an elder. This is my younger elder brother. This is an elder, but he's like younger than my youngest brother.
Little brother was fine.
He's my elder but he's an elder, but he's my little brother.
That was the protocol that y'all raised us on.
And then it goes on to our brother, and then it passes on to you, and then it passes on to these young men. And you brought a captivating message.
Yeah.
Young king. I mean, I don't know. I wonder what Malik and Mikhail, if they heard what you said. Young king, take your stand. Because we had a conversation, and I was telling them about rap and you know, the whole, see, you talked about rap, but the whole idea that, well, we just talking about life as it is. That's what they're saying. Hip hop is just talking about life as it is. Isn't that what you said? But it ain't true. They're talking about it through a lens that our brother painted out. And the way out, our brother expressed. It's the unity. I'm loving this brother. He's loving me back. And he's an elder to all of you all here. And I'm an elder. But we're bringing this, we're bringing this love alive. Yeah, oh, by the way, I coined the 27th letter of the English alphabet. And it's an O with a golden I inside. And it enables you to put the word live and love together. So they'll never separate. To live is to love. Put your I in the circle of life. Learn to live love. To give body to love as you live. And recognize that if I'm not loving, I'm not living.
Yeah.
No longer shall we separate living and loving. The 27th letter of the English alphabet is an O with a golden I inside. Live love. So that's what you're talking about
Yes,
here.
sir.
The, reaching out to the kings, to the young kings. And it's all of you.
Mm-hmm.
All of you are young kings to me. All of the brothers here. Every one of you is a young king. But we all I can really identify with my brother as he's actually my kid brother. My kid brother. And then the same thing. He can identify with you. And you can identify with him.
Yes.
And then he can identify with you.
Mm-hmm.
We are all reaching out to one another. You can identify together. And of course, when the kings take a stand, when the young kings, we're all, see, the thing about it, I'm going to say again, is there anyone here older than 82? Any male here older than 82? No. So I'm telling you that I have a concept that was given to me from on high, that life begins at 82. and so I just turned 82. I'm a baby. But I still got the standing of this old paradigm. We're inside Aquarius. And so I'm one of the newborns of Aquarius. But we're all entering into the Aquarian age. And the young kings know who they are once they get inside this new paradigm.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, so you're right. The book has to be, you have to just get it. You have to hold it. And if you can't read it, get somebody to read it to you. It's an easy read. You can't make it a hard read. You can't say, well, I can't read that well. No, well, bring it to me. I'll read it to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just that simple. We are at the right point, at the right time.
Yes, sir.